Let's go with Kevin Adams. He says, "Hey Ave, I've tried to improve on my latest project called Snow Priestess. Could you tell me what kind of project should I add to my portfolio next, and what do I need to work on to be hireable or start freelancing? I thought about stylized, hand-painted, or cartoonish. Also, which feedback you can give me for this project? Thanks a lot." Awesome. So, Snow Priestess, stylized 3D game, ready character model, marmoset render. Nice, nice. Gives me a lot of like anime-ish vibes. There's been a lot of games like this in the past couple of years. It's an art style that's definitely getting more and more notice, which is great. Okay. Presentation is perfect. Like, people were asking about presentation. This is great. Clean, to the point. We have a lot of like contrast from the dark background to the very white like clothing and all of the princesses. I love these variations for colors. Again, very common in like I don't know, anime-ish games or gacha games where you have like skins and things like that. So this is good, man. This is good. Normal map, specularity, roughness map. Yep, all of this is nice. I'm not sure about this picture in particular. I understand why you did it, but it's a little bit dark, so I will probably just skip it. Same for this one right here. Feels like early stages. I mean, it's fine. It's not gonna kill you or anything. A good sculpt right there. Okay, so do we have the marmoset viewer? I think we do, right? Okay, so that would be my first piece of advice for this piece. If you did this in marmoset, try to show me a marmoset viewer if possible. Marmoset viewers are great because we can see the topology and all that stuff. I know that we have the topology right here, but it's always kind of like cool to be able to see that. I'm a little bit worried about a couple of things here in terms of topology. First of all, the gloves. I'm not sure you're going to be able to really get as much animation deformation on the gloves because we don't have too many sort of like edge loops, but it's good. It works. If she's never going to take her gloves off, then that's fine. Here, this is important. The one thing I'm noticing on the skin is that she looks like a doll, right? Like, it looks to me that her skin is like a porcelain doll sort of thing. We don't have an open mouth. That's important. For characters, you need to know how to open the mouth and do everything with the mouth open, because if the character's going to be lip syncing or talking or whatever, you're going to have like a mouth bag and everything. We do have a video on YouTube about how to open mouths. So that one I would recommend for your next project, to make sure to sculpt or to do the open like mouth pocket. Now, the reason why I don't like this, and it's because of the texture of the skin. So if I look for skin texture, one of the things that you're gonna notice is that yes, we do have that sort of like dotted effect, or like the orange skin peel, but look at the glossiness that we have, and this looks like a little bit of a oily skin, right? But even in this one right here, that's not as oily, it doesn't look like rock. They're very soft like points, and that's one of the things. I'm actually going to be releasing a very cool video next week about how to use reference properly, and that's something that you really need to take a look when doing reference, because this, right, again, it gives me the illusion of porcelain, right, like some sort of like clay or something. And this one, it's more like what you would expect from skin. So I would soften it up, and I'm not sure you're using subsurface scattering. I know you painted a little bit of subsurface scattering because I see the pinkish hues all over the place on her face, but I would try to include it a little bit on the material itself. Unless the character is a porcelain like doll. If she's a porcelain doll, then it makes way more sense. Let me just make sure that I'm not. Yeah, no, it seems like this is supposed to be skin, so I would try to focus on that. I love that you pose her. Yeah, this is a good project, man. This is a really good project. I applaud that. So let me just quickly check your portfolio. Yeah, I remember this one. I've seen a couple of them. Yeah, no, you have a lot of stuff, man. Like, I know you were asking this on the Discord. It's like, you can already start freelancing. Like, you have all of the necessary skills to be freelancing. I'm gonna give you like a complete honest review here. You have better skills than I had when I had my first job as a character artist. So you can totally start doing freelancing. I know it's not gonna be as easy, especially with the state of the industry. I'm gonna say though, the industry has been recovering. I've seen a lot of my friends getting new jobs and new positions, so it feels not like the light at the end of the tunnel, but things are stabilizing a little bit more. I know geopolitically speaking, there's a lot of things going on everywhere, so that always makes it difficult to be more prosperity, but at least it's not as bad as I saw like a couple of years ago. So So yeah, man, like start sending your portfolio, start sending your, like start talking to people, start networking a little bit more, because all of this stuff is pretty cool, man. You got all of the necessary things. Like I see indie games with way less like a quality that what you're showing right here. So yeah, that's it, man. Hope that helps. Pretty Maniac says, hey, I have an idea for a similar thing like this portfolio reviews. Maybe every 2 months or every month, depending on what you feel is more feasible, you can do feedback Fridays. We've sort of like floated that idea around, where someone could send like a piece or like something they're working on, and we just work on that piece and I show you. It's very similar to what I do on the mentorships. So, but yeah, that could be a good option as well. Okay, let's go to the next one.